Gamers, how's it going? Today we've got the brand new Fusion Link event. I love doing these videos. We always do what should you play for the new events. This event is no exception. We're going to be looking at a bunch of different strategies for the event. What's the best decks? What's the coolest decks? You know, it's a festival, so you don't necessarily need to be playing the best strategy for the event. And we are also going to get a second event very shortly, I think like in about a week. So we're going to get to do two what should you plays, which is awesome because they're pretty much my favorite videos to make on the channel at this point, since events are the most fun aspect for me in Master Duel, I would say. So yeah, this is Fusion Link. Obviously, Maliss is going to be pretty playable here. They did hit it very heavily, thankfully. Speaking of hits, actually, before we get into all the replays to showcase decks from people in my Discord, I'm just going to show you a couple of notable bans. Oh, and I guess I'll just say, if you want to play a loner, there's a Dark Magician, Dark Dragoon loner. You should just play that. Just play that. Anyway, so like on the Maliss side, for example, March Hare is banned. So you still get three main deck cards, right? You get, well, three main deck monsters, I mean, for Maliss. You get all three White Rabbits, you have a limited Dormouse, and you have all three Chessy Cat. So I still think it's enough. You still have all your extra deck monsters on hit. You still have all the back rows, you know. So, oh, also the field spell, I forgot to mention. This is also banned. So yeah, the deck is heavily hit, which is probably a good thing because this is already everywhere in ladder. We don't need it everywhere in the event. But it's probably still going to be everywhere. The first deck I'm going to show you is PkmnTraynor's list for this deck. It's basically Cyberslop with, you know, a little bit of Maliss splashed in. And then for other notable hits like hand traps and stuff like that, we got Maxi banned, Shifter, literally every Bestial except this guy, which doesn't count. Flamber just banned, which is a good thing, honestly. And Yubel is at 1. So, like, you know, I think this stuff is still kind of almost maybe playable, but not in the way you'd usually see it. For generic Link stuff, like Appaloosa is banned, so is SP. So, you know, I think they did their due diligence. The ban list looks pretty good to me. I still think, you know, you're probably going to see Maliss a lot. But still, you know, I think it's good enough. I don't want to spend too much time on the ban list portion. Just wanted to mention some notable bans. And we're going to jump in, look at a couple of replays. You know, we'll put some timestamps so you can skip to whatever deck you want to see if you don't want to see all of them. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, and starting off here, we have coming in from PkmnTraynor, the Maliss with Cyberslop type deck. Very curious how bad or good this is going to be. He said it was like all right from what I was reading. Basically, well, he was saying it's not very good, but PkmnTraynor standards are a bit different than mine. I think for a festival, this is probably going to be pretty darn good, but I'm going to have to see it in action. By the way, this list is going to be linked in the description. Not every single list will be. It's just going to depend on if people sent me a Master Duel meta deck list or not, because I don't want to bother making every single list in Master Duel meta. But he did send me an MDM link, so I will put it in the description if you want to copy this list. And because I don't want to go through every single card, we're just going to go check out the replay. I'm already yapping too much, man. I just want to get into the games. I don't want this video to be like 45 minutes, honestly. The last one was pretty long, a bit too long, honestly. By the way, have you noticed that I'm sunburnt as hell? I've been playing a ton of tennis, believe it or not. Might not look like it, but I've been playing a ton of tennis lately. Anyway, so let's see here. Jumping in. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Template skipper and the code the microcoder in hand. Get the microcoder effect. Get to search Signet Mining, making code talker. Go Signet Mining, discard Signet backdoor. Just get to search Dormouse, and that's your engine. I see. Then Allure of Darkness, because why not, right? Banish the Dormouse, get to draw 2, Dormouse effect, special summon. Dormouse, banish the Chessy Cat special. Use these two, go into Red Ransom. Red Ransom, grab the Maliss in the mirror. Chessy Cat, banish the White Rabbit, get to draw 2. Oh my god, bro. And set the GWC06 from the deck. Go into Splash Mage, bring back the Dormouse. Make White Binder. This looks pretty darn good to me, I'm not gonna lie. All right, banish White Binder, come back to the field. Get to banish Dotscaper, come back to the field. Go for GWC06. Bring back White Rabbit, get to trigger the effect of White Binder, come back to the field. And we get a draw, get a Chessy Cat here. We got Maliss set back on the field here. Make Firewall, make Heart's Cryptor since we don't have Appaloosa. Go for Small World just to grab an Ash Blossom, because why not? And then we set Maliss in the mirror. So we got basically a banish, a negate, we've got a double bounce, and we've got GWC, so we can banish cards from our opponent's grave. So we're going to go for Firewall Dragon here, bouncing the Lurie. and summoning back the White Rabbit here. Get to set the MTP07. They're going to go for Hugin. We're going to go for GWC06, getting the White Binder. Oh, that's really good. White Binder can banish Flurry and a Runick spell to remove a bit of draw ability. And we're actually going to banish our own Red Ransom to bring it back here. Red Ransom able to... Yeah, get us... Oh, yeah, search a spell. My bad. They're going to go for Silhouette Rabbit here. Silhouette Rabbit, set the Silhouette Trick. Then they go for Mirror Sword Knight. We're going to Ash. Yo, I might actually play Illusion. Illusion Runick looks really fun for this event. Anyway, we can go for Maliss MTP here to just banish the Runick Fountain. And I just decided that I'm actually not going to play Runick this event because it just takes one removal, right? So anyway, here we go. Do more drawing. Dude, by the way, Maxi is banned. No Maxi was activated. Dude, this deck draws way too much. Anyway, setting back the MTP here. Use these two, go into access code. We get to feel good here. We get to do the thing that feels good. They're going to go for Silhouette Trick. We're going to go for Impulse. They're going to go for Runick Flashing Fire, popping the access code. Not bad at all. Get to banish Red Ransom. Red Ransom come back to the field. Just banish the Silhouette Rabbit, I guess, so we can just beat over it very simply. And now we can just banish it as well. Go for transcode. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, good replay. Deck is looking pretty good to me. I don't know. I thought that looked pretty good. I didn't think that looked very weak at all. But, you know, whatever. Shout out PkmnTraynor. Thanks for sending it in. And let's move on to the next one. All right, this next one here is coming in from Grave, and it looks to be a mix of the Sacred Beasts and Yubel. The Yubel stuff itself actually looks pretty darn good. By the way, don't rely on these numbers for the limits and stuff, because this is showing the limits for the regular game, not for the event, right? So obviously, like, still pretty heavily limited on Yubel, but, you know, you can run 3 Piri Raise map to kind of help yourself 1-for-1. And I don't know what this extra little... yeah, I have no clue what this package is going to do for the deck, but, you know, it's there. So let's just see it in action, honestly. Let's check it out. I still think Yubel looks pretty decent, even with, like, all the hits to consistency. It still doesn't look terrible, honestly. The extra deck looks pretty decent as well. I guess Unchained isn't here, which is a bit strange, but... you know. Okay, so let's see it. Yubel in action. This one not linked to the description. I did not get an MDM list for this one, but that's all good. You guys already know what these cards do anyway. So here we go. Nightmare Throne. Grab a Dark Beckoning Beast. We already had the Lotus. Must be nice. Go for opening. Tribute Summon Dark Summoning Beast. Oh! Yeah, I forgot. This deck already runs. Oh, yeah. I literally, yeah, I forgot this deck literally runs that archetype already, so you're just running more cards from it. Okay, that's pretty valid. That's a pretty valid way to play around some of the limitations. And Fallen Paradise is a broken card. It is just Pot of Greed every turn, basically. Here we get to make Phantom. All right, pretty respectable. Make a Phantom. Do these cards do anything while on the field? Okay. Your opponent cannot target Uria. Yeah. So those dudes in your monster zones with card effects. Also, those can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects while you control them. If you control, yeah. All right, so it's kind of whatever. It's just a draw 2. So we basically have like 3 interruptions here. Nothing too crazy, actually. Actually, pretty darn mid-rangey, kind of respectable. Not as broken as I expected. Our opponent playing a bit of Cyber Darks here. Going for Realm, going for Cannon, grab, Chimera. Okay. We're going for our Phantom here, negating Claw. I didn't even know that was a good card to negate. I don't know anything about Cyber Darks, to be honest with you. Trigger a thing, put Horn in the grave, summon. I think that's Chimera. Go Clockwork Knight. Okay. Get Clockwork Knight. You know. Activate Imperm. Negate the dude. Then they go for Cyber Dark Chimera. Grab Power Bond. Go to battle. And yeah, they're just going to pass here. Okay, that's kind of whatever. Gonna go for Lotus here. Lotus summon out Spirit. Spirit grab Nightmare Pain. Nightmare Pain activate. Pop Yubel. Grab the Gruesome Grave Squirmer. Sorry, I can't speak. And then discard Phantasmal Summoning Beast. Bring it back. Get to grab our Raviel. They're gonna go for Nibiru. We get to trigger our Dark Summoning Beast in the grave. Get Uria. Trigger the banish effect of Phantasmal Summoning Beast to grab different dimension. Whoa. Different dimension fusion destruction to summon this guy. What does this card do? Once per turn during the end phase. Okay. Yeah. What does it do during your phase? You could give control of this card to your opponent. Oh, I see. So you give it to your opponent, and then it banishes all their cards, and then you can special summon Armital, the Chaos Phantasm, from your own extra deck. Okay, that's pretty cool. So Fallen Paradise, draw 2, trigger our fusion, give it to our opponent, set a couple of cards. That triggers, it banishes their shit, and then we get the Armital, which gains 10,000 attack during our turn only and can't be destroyed by battle. Okay, you know what, dude, Grave? This is almost like you're kind of saucing it up. Like, this is kind of a, like, this is goofy as fuck. Are you actually going to do this in the event? Because if so, that's kind of based. Like this is actually pretty fucking cool. And now you're just going to flip the Nibiru token to win. Or I guess you could just win with the Armital here. Yeah, this is pretty sick. Using that to get the super poly effect. Then just do a big giant swing. Yeah. Okay. This feels like a good spot to throw in a Maz replay. We'll look at the list after because I didn't think of it. But this is Ancient Gear. It's basically unhit except for Storm being limited. And Maz is saying he thinks it's going to be like basically the 10 pie of the event. And, you know, I could definitely see it. Like, you can't really sleep on Ancient Gear. It's actually just such a crazy going second deck. It is so good. So in a lower power level format, I could definitely see this deck being a menace if people have it, which not a ton of people do. But yeah. Anyway, let's check out this Galaxy stuff here. This is going to be a bit long-winded, isn't it? They look at your extra. They banish access code. Very cool. Make Galaxy Photon. Grab Orbital. Man, I find this deck so boring to look at. I don't know why, bro. I don't know how to explain it. There's just something about Galaxy / Photon that has like no aura to me. Anyway, they go for Primal, grab the extremely broken Transmigration, make Hope Harbinger, make Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. Like, this looks like a crazy board to me. Although, can they even... They don't even have the name on field. They can't even use their counter trap. Anyway, we're going to go for Urgent Schedule here. Get to summon 2 Earth Machines from our deck. Go for Fortress. Use these 2, make Ballista. Ballista, grab Ancient Gear Statue. Summon out the Ancient Gear Dark Golem. Get to grab Gear Town and Gear Duel. Discarding Urgent Schedule. Activate Gear Town. Pop Gear Town with Ballista. Then we go for Wyvern. Wyvern, grab Ancient Gear Fusion. Activate Advance. Advance, grab Fortress. Fortress, activate. Get to activate Commander Engrave. Set up, face up our Gear Duel. Go for Ancient Gear Fusion. Summon our big boy, Ancient Gear Giant. Do 1 swing. Do 2 swings. And they're just going to scoop it up. It's Ancient Gear, you know, it's a going second deck. Shout out Moss, thanks for sending it in. He sent a couple of these, so I'm just trying to disperse them throughout the video. We're going to move on, though. And by moving on, I meant looking at the list, doing a very good job today with the recording. Here's a list. Feel free to copy it. I'm not reading all these cards. You're going to be fine. He said also he would run 3 Fua if he had 3, but he doesn't. So, you know, make of that what you will. All right, this next one here coming in from Dino Chief. It's Unchained Fiendsmith. He loves this deck. This deck is awesome, by the way. This deck did crazy in the second MDC Cup that we did. Like, there was more than one person playing this deck, I think in top 4 if I recall correctly. Yeah, this deck is pretty sick, and honestly the list looks quite good. The ratios all look really solid. Obviously you have like a smaller Fiendsmith package, but it's a totally respectable package, and the Unchained cards are they're just good. Let's just check it out. I mean, I don't have much to say about this deck, honestly. It just looks really good. Okay, let's go. So we're looking at Fiendsmith Sanct. Oh, God. Oh, shit. We're actually playing that. Okay. Fiendsmith Requiem. Summon out the Lacrima from the hand. Send the Engraver to the grave. Shuffle back Requiem. Summon Engraver. Use these 2. Make Sequence. Sequence. Shuffle 2. Go into Lacrima. And then summon Fiendish Rhino Warrior. My bad. Okay. Anyway, Unchained Soul, Lord of Yama, set with Sharvara. Go for Aruha. Summon out Sarama. Sarama set again to pop Aruha. Summon the blue guy. Go into Soul of Rage. Trigger the blue guy. Bring back the blue guy. Summon out Aruha. Equip to Lacrima. And we're passing on Soul of Rage and Escape of the Unchained. I mean, this is fine enough, I suppose. I suppose it's all right. Our opponent goes for Linkuriboh here. We're going to go for Escape of the Unchained. Pop those 2. Get to trigger Yama to bring back our Soul of Rage here. And yeah, there we go. That's about it. Our opponent's going to go for Called on Aruha. That's totally fine. They have 2 cards left in hand to contend with Soul of Rage. We should be doing pretty okay. Living Fossil. We're just going to go for Soul of Rage right away. Make Nightmare Unicorn because SP is banned. Discard Lurie. Get to bounce. And then Lurie comes back. They're going to go for Monster Reborn. Okay, bro. Yeah, okay. Yeah, your opponent was probably playing some goofy shit. But yeah, Fiendsmith Unchained. Actually, this is definitely gonna be like one of the better decks in the event. I think if you you know, just if you make a good build for this, you're probably gonna be doing quite well. I don't see why not. This deck is super crazy. The next one coming in from Mazinger is Dark Magician Fiendsmith Primite, which seems interesting. He's saying, you know, with Blue Eyes not really being in the format, this is finally giving Dark Magician a little chance to shine, and not having Bestials also helps a deck like this quite a bit. So sure, 50 pile, a lot of good stuff, especially these cards over here looking pretty fire. I don't got much to say. I just want to see it in action. Okay, so here we go. Got Lurie in hand, Illusion of Chaos, Soul Servant. I mean, the hand is actually really good. Starting off with Roar here. Get to see Roar a little bit. Summon Dippity to make a Fiendsmith Requiem. Okay, yeah. So even without Drill Beam, that's kind of what we're using the engine for, I'm guessing, for the Primite side. So Lacrima, dump the Trap, actually, the Fiendsmith Kyrie. Then we go for the Fusion Lacrima, bring back Lacrima, make sequence, shuffle back 2, make Rex Tremende, send Lurie and Engraver to grave, summon back Lurie, make Agnumde, add back Engraver to hand, Agnumde, bring back Rex Tremende, equip, send it to the grave to make Necro Quip. What? Grab Fiendsmith in Paradise with the Engraver. Get a draw. The draw gives us Magician Souls. We're going to dump Dark Magician Girl, bring back Dark Magician Girl. Then we can go for Soul Servant. Okay. Add a card to the top from the top of our deck to our hand here. Use these two. Go for Verte. Set 3 Verte, summon Dragoon. Dude. Dragoon's going to be so crazy this event, bro. You're definitely going to see this card a lot. I think I'm playing a Dragoon Pass type of deck too. Like, honestly. This feels like the time to be playing Dragoon. It feels like a Dragoon event. And yeah, we also got Magician's Combination in the back. We have Fiendsmith Paradise, which I don't think works, right? We don't have a level 7 or higher Light Fiend on the field. So yeah, unless there's a way to get one that I don't know of down here. Is that how Lacrima works? Yeah, no, it's for links. So, oh, well, this one has a quick effect to bring it back. Oh, so there is a way. Well, now there isn't, but there was a way. Anyway, Combination being popped actually allows us to pop a back row, which is pretty nice here. They're going to go for Ogre. We're going to get the Graveyard effect of Fiendsmith in Paradise, which is just as good, low-key. Just get to get rid of the Ogre here, and they're just going to scoop it up. All right. Look, man. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Next up here is coming in from Pit to Solves, and man, this one looks so fun. I just seeing the Runick Fountain get banished earlier made me so sad. Because it just reminded me why I don't really play this deck anymore, like Runick variants of anything. But they're just so fun to play. So here we have Runick Illusion with a little bit of a Fiendsmith package in there too. I just know this is going to be a good ass replay. Let's just check it out. Let's just jump into it. Man, I really, really like this deck. I really wish we had 2 Fountain though. But, you know, it's not completely dead on arrival. Like the Illusion side is also really, really good. The Chimera Illusion, whatever you want to call it. So, you know. Can't sleep on that either. Okay, we've got Freezing Curses. Okay, the hand is kind of nutty. So we're going to go for Flashing Fire here, summoning Hugin. Hugin, discard. They're going to go for Ash. Pretty valid. Pretty valid. Let's go for Talents. Draw 2. Summon the Gazelle here. So at worst, I mean, Runick Engine is going to bait some interruption. We're going to go for Chimera Fusion. They're going to negate it, but we had 2. So we can just do it again. Go for Chimera. King of Phantom Beast. We're going to get the Gazelle effect to grab a Codal. Codal, discard. Add to hand the Mirror Sword Knight. Trigger our Chimera Fusion. Bring it back to hand. Go Necrom. Necrom, summon Evil Hero Dusted Gold. Go for Chimera Fusion yet again. Make a Berfomet. Berfomet gets to dump the Master Tau here. Bring back the Mirror Sword Knight. Make a Silhouette Rabbit, setting the Silhouette Trick. I just got to read that real quick. Specials, yeah, specials as an effect monster of this card. Special summon, you can target face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of illusion monsters you control. Negate their effects until the end of this turn. Oh. Damn, that's actually really good. God damn. In this deck, that's kind of crazy. You get like a multiple negates on this thing. Yeah, and that's technically Omni negates. That's just literally an Omni negate. What the hell? Okay. Pretty sick. So anyway, we're going to go during opponent's turn, bring back our Berfomet. They're going to go for Small World, get the White Rabbit, go for White Rabbit here. We can chain our Sword Knight, our Mirror to negate that, they're going to go for Lingu Rebo. We can go for our Runick Freezing Curses. Now, we don't get a battle phase this turn, but that doesn't mean we can't play. We can make ourselves a sequence, trigger the Chimera Fusion in the grave, add it back to the hand. Sequence, shuffle back a couple of cards, make a Desiree. Desiree plus sequence, make Agnum Day. Desiree, shuffle back a Dusted Gold to send the Lingaribo to the grave. Then I guess on opponent's turn, we can just summon back with Agnum Day, I suppose. All right, so they're going to go Chessy Cat, summon Lingu again. Special out the Skipper. We go for Guardian Chimera with Chimera Fusion. It pretty much just ends there, bro. It's just gonna snowball forever from this point. Yeah, this deck looks so fun. Agnum Day, bring back Desiree. You get a crazy amount of negates. You get a bunch of removal. You get some draws. Like, come on, bro. This is just super nasty. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much over here. I don't remember if we used a runic spell last turn. I think we might have. Okay, we didn't. So we actually get to close it out. Okay. Really good. Really good replay. Man, I might have to try it even with one fountain. This just looks too fun to play. We're going to go finish it off here with a final Moz replay. All right, this one's going to be pretty hard for me to commentate because I haven't seen this stuff in a while. But it is Vaylantz mixed with Melodious. And Moz was just telling me how crazy Pendulum is going to be in this event. And I can only imagine the extra deck has Electromite, right? So that's already pretty scary. They actually have all their generic extra deck stuff, not counting also in this one in particular. You also have all the fusions. So yeah, this makes a lot of sense for the event. Honestly, both these archetypes use a lot of links and fusion monsters. So yeah, I mean, it looks really good. I don't think I'm going to enjoy this very much, but it's what we're going to end it on. A little bit of sauce for the Pendulum fans out there. You know, I don't throw them a bone very often. So shout out Moz for throwing them a bone for me. So let's check it out. We got Refrain in hand, Ostinanto. We got Shihonome, whatever. Shinonome? Yeah, Shinonome. Playing as Fluanderies, of all things. I don't think these guys are legal in the event. Probably not. They always ban all the Floodgate stuff. So, get back Eaglin. Get back. Get that. Whatever. Let's just play Fluanderies. Just do it quick, please. Yeah. Field spell. Yeah. Fucking Tokon, summon. Tokon, add back to hand. Okay. Yeah. Summon these. Try, banish. Cool. Okay, no more summoning. So we get to set our shit. So we have our trap and our field spell. We're going to go for Ostinanto. They're going to go for Ash. We're going to call by the Ash here. And, I mean, the hand looks good. Send Refrain. Make Bacha in defense position here. Bacha, summon out the Refrain yet again. Go for Couplet. Grab Concerto. Make Schuberta. And then we get to bring back our Refrain. They're going to go for their extra normal summon here with Eaglin. And we're going to chain our Schuberta to banish the trap so that they don't get their... I think this is like a big Book of Moon effect in the grave, right? Yeah. So we're getting rid of that Book of Moon effect at least. And they just get themselves an Omni Negate here. Fair enough. We can go for Scion summon. They're going to chain their Omni. It's really hard to know when to Omni this deck, to be honest. Like, when you see these cards, bro, it's actually really hard to stop Vaylantz once they get going. Like, it's just so hard to tell what you're supposed to be doing against them. Anyway, so Electromite stuff, Monkey Board, shuffle back here, go Monkey Board, back row, grab the Skullcrow Bad Joker. Summon the Joker, we get to grab our Lizard Man, Lizard Draw, whatever. Go for Exceed, the Pendulum, Exceed, add back to hand, use these two. Make a Beyond the Pendulum, add to hand 2 scales. One scale, sorry. And then we Pendulum Shoken 2. Activate Nazuki special, move the Shinonome move, she gets to search, we get to go for Talons, draw 2. Just Pot of Greed, just like that, must be nice. Then we get to go for Unicorn, go for Vaylantz Mad Marquise. Mad Marquise, reveal 6, add to hand the Shinonome, use these 2, make ourselves the Arctos, set up the Hojo, trigger in the grave our Vaylantz spell to move our guy, and then summon our fusion, go into access code, talker, and just have giant ass numbers. I don't know how to feel about this, but you know, if you like Pendulum, that was probably the shit for you. Look, man, I'm looking forward to this event. I'm definitely going to be streaming it this week, probably Friday evening. maybe Sunday as well. Definitely looking forward to it though. And thank you for checking out the video. If you want to participate in videos like this, you know, what should you plays and whatnot, just make sure to join the Discord. The link is in the description. And thanks to everyone who submitted lists. Sorry, I kind of had to rush through this video a little bit because I just ended up having to do stuff, and I just started a lot later than I wanted to basically start working on this video. So appreciate everyone, and it won't be late for the next one. Okay, don't worry. Next one we're going to take our time with it. All right. See ya.